For 30 days, I tried to replace myself entirely with AI. My goal, automate every single task from script writing and coding to email management. The initial results were staggering, a 32% increase in raw output within the first week alone. But this wasn't the triumphant story of ultimate automation I'd anticipated. What actually happened was far more complex, revealing not just AI's power, but also its profound limitations. Every day, headlines scream about AI taking jobs. The fear is palpable. Will a machine render your hard-earned skills obsolete? This experiment wasn't just a personal challenge. It was a desperate attempt to look into that looming future. If I, a skilled professional, could be replaced, what does that mean for millions of others? This question should haunt anyone trying to navigate the current tech landscape. The stakes are brutally clear: adapt or become irrelevant. If AI can do your work faster, cheaper, and with higher consistency, what value do you bring? My hypothesis was simple. If I could completely step away for a month, then the AI truly won. But if I had to intervene, the human element still held a critical, irreplaceable edge. The outcome would dictate not just my future, but offer a glimpse into yours. I segmented my professional life into 4 core areas for the AI takeover: content creation, scripts, articles, routine coding tasks, data analysis, and email communication. For each, I selected a primary AI tool and defined clear success metrics. The goal wasn't just get it done, but get it done to a publishable professional standard, entirely by AI. For content creation, I put ChatGPT-4 and Claude Opus head-to-head. My prompt: generate a 1,500-word analysis on the economic impact of quantum computing. ChatGPT produced a coherent but generic draft in 12 minutes. Claude, while slower at 20 minutes, offered slightly deeper insights. Both, however, required significant human refinement, about 6 hours per article, to inject true originality and a distinct voice. Pure AI content was functional, but devoid of soul. Next, coding. I challenged GitHub Copilot with a series of routine tasks: a Python script for CSV data cleaning, a JavaScript function for form validation, and a simple HTML CSS component. Copilot's suggestion engine was incredible, generating 85% of the functional code almost instantly. The time saved was immense. I estimated a reduction of 4 hours per week on boilerplate code. This was the first real moment I felt truly replaced for repetitive coding. Data analysis was a mixed bag. Using ChatGPT's advanced data analysis, formerly Code Interpreter, and Perplexity AI, I fed them complex marketing spreadsheets. They rapidly identified trends, outliers, and even generated basic charts. A task that typically took me 3-4 hours to set up and analyze was completed in under an hour by AI. However, the interpretation often lacked the strategic nuance crucial for business decisions. It presented facts, but rarely the so what. Email management was a near-perfect AI fit. I integrated tools like Superhuman's AI features and custom prompts in ChatGPT for drafting replies, summarizing threads, and triaging my inbox. This saved approximately 1.5 hours daily. The AI handled customer service inquiries, meeting scheduling, and even polite rejections. My inbox went from overwhelmed to organized without me lifting a finger, though I still had to vet crucial communications. But here's where the experiment took a bizarre turn, and the simple replacement narrative shattered. The AI wasn't just performing my tasks. It began exposing critical flaws in my **** workflow. It started suggesting improvements, identifying redundancies I hadn't seen, and even pushing back on vague instructions. It felt less like a mindless bot and more like an annoyingly perceptive, hyper-efficient digital shadow. For instance, I asked an AI to write a marketing campaign strategy. Instead of just delivering, it highlighted a logical inconsistency in my target demographic analysis. Another time, in coding, Copilot suggested a more elegant and efficient algorithm than the one I was outlining. The AI was not just a tool. It was a mirror reflecting my professional blind spots. This was utterly unexpected. While quantity soared across the board, the qualitative aspect was a mixed bag. AI-generated ideas, especially in creative fields, often lacked true originality or deep emotional resonance. My articles were factual, my code functional, my emails polite, but they rarely captivated, surprised, or inspired. The human touch remained elusive, proving that not all output is created equal, regardless of volume. Here's the absolute game changer, the twist nobody tells you. I wasn't replaced by AI. I was replaced by a **transformed version of myself, empowered by AI. The job didn't vanish, it fundamentally shifted. AI consumed the tedious, the repetitive, the easy parts of my role, leaving me with only the hard, creative, and strategically critical problems. My workflow, my focus, my entire professional identity got an involuntary, radical overhaul. My role morphed from doer to orchestrator. Instead of writing every line of code, I was reviewing AI-generated code. Instead of drafting every email, I was refining AI drafts. My new primary tasks became prompt engineering, quality control, critical evaluation, and injecting the unique human perspective that AI simply cannot replicate. The grunt work disappeared, but new, higher-level demands emerged. But this transformation came with its own hidden traps. Over-reliance on AI led to skill atrophy in some areas. My direct coding proficiency dwindled without constant practice. Moreover, AI's hallucination tendency meant every critical piece of information or generated content required rigorous human-led verification. Blind trust in AI wasn't just risky, it was a recipe for professional disaster. The human vigilance became paradoxically more important. So what does this radical 30-day AI immersion mean for your career? The answer is more profound than simply learning new tools. It demands a fundamental reevaluation of your skill set, your value proposition, and your professional identity. The future isn't about competing with AI. It's about leveraging it to become a new, augmented version of yourself. Ignoring this shift is no longer an option. First actionable takeaway: ruthlessly identify your AI displaceable tasks. Don't fear them, offload them. Automate the mundane and repetitive so you can reclaim hours for truly meaningful work. My experiment showed AI excels at first drafts, data sorting, and boilerplate code. Hand those over without hesitation. Your time is too valuable for tasks a machine can do. Second, cultivate your AI orchestration skills. Become a master prompt engineer, a critical AI editor, and an ethical validator. Your unique human perspective, critical thinking, emotional intelligence, and ability to verify information are now your most valuable assets. AI generates. You curate, refine, and infuse with purpose. This is where your irreplaceable value now resides. Finally, embrace continuous learning as your new career cornerstone. AI isn't a static tool, it's a rapidly evolving partner. New models, new techniques, and new ethical considerations emerge weekly. Those who adapt their skills, constantly experimenting and integrating AI into their evolving workflow, will not just survive, they will thrive and define the new professional landscape. This isn't a phase, it's the new reality. My 30 days proved one thing beyond doubt. AI isn't here to replace you, but to replace the old you. The version of you clinging to repetitive tasks and resisting evolution. The real question isn't whether AI will take your job, but whether you're brave enough to shed your old skin and embrace the powerful, augmented professional you can become. Or will you simply fade into irrelevance, watching as others redefine what's possible?